Hello and welcome guys. Today we're doing the Killstreak picker. So it's this thing where you get to pick where you want your killstreaks to arrive. And then you can plug them to any killstreak picking mechanism, any killstreak mechanism we've done. Something like the lightning strike, which has a parameter of a location transform array, excuse me. So this thing returns a transform array which you can use. So let's get into it. So the user presses H, which is the action to open that, do once and reset and repossess. We create our minimap widget and yada yada yada, and we do all this stuff. We just save it on a reference so we can set focus afterwards and stuff, and we may want to use it again. Now this is the callback that's done. The picking is done. It's a custom event that the location picker returns. So as you can see, I've set up two demos right there before the set input mode game only with player controller, so it's reset. The location array, we first teleport our actor to the first location, so we can check if it was good now that we're developing. And then if you want, we can spawn a lightning strike spawner with the location array. So we'll plug in the location array. Now another parameter is the amount of points you want to pick. So if I set it to 1, I only need to make one click in order to teleport, and as you can see, this thing works anywhere on the map. So this is not the full dynamic way. What I did was go up high, take a picture, which I then put it into Photoshop, cropped it a bit. Now one thing you want to keep in mind is that the top left corner need to have the less X and Y values, and the bottom right corner need to have the largest X and Y values. So in my case it's minus 77110 for the X and minus 7000 for the Y, and respectively on the max. So this actually maps a value to a bigger range, so you'll see how it works. Now as I said, we can specify how many points you want to store. So we store this into this variable, and when the picking is done, we finish if it's the last point, and this character callback thing we call the custom event we've done. Then we remove these widgets from the parent. The amount of points, if it's and if we have more points to pick, we continue doing that. Now this is the hard part. This is the picture, this is the canvas. Now only two stuff we have got there, so be sure the anchor point is right there, because we will use some stuff that depend on anchor point heavily. So I imported this image from Photoshop, then created a very simple material in order to use with the user interface. This is the simplest it can get, just a final color, and then I added this material on the image tab. I think you can just add the whole texture there, but I don't know. So, and then I added a mouse button event on the view panel itself, which I named and promoted to a variable. So this is the function, and we just say to the engine that, hey, we handled it so successfully, and we call the pick a point, which is a custom event on the event graph. Now this adds a transform to our current location array, and then proceeds to the point check. Now how this transform is calculated: we got our our position, which is this point, our width, and our height. We then want to map the value of our mouse click, which is the mouse position scaled by DPI, which is the function to get when you want to mess around with viewport stuff. And then we have some hard-coded range, which we calculated when we were making the picture. So we just calculate the maximum x would be this point right there, as well as the maximum y, and this is the minimum x and minimum y. So these are received on runtime. We use this slot as canvas slot, and that's pretty much it. So we'll just teleport the player to our first thing. As you can see, that's the purple cube. We can also do something like this and change that to 3 points, which is the standard lightning strike, and also get 3 strikes. As you can see, whoop whoop, there was a bomb. So it works. You can plug this in any of the kill streaks. You can mess around with the rotation, but we won't cover that here because it's a different topic, and it Unreal doesn't allow us to get mouse wheel or any input on the UMG blueprint editor. So remember that you can plug this into any kill streak that requires some particular target, like the care package and stuff. You can just select a value of the map. I know it's hard coded, but that's how big companies like Treyarch do it. For example, in Call of Duty's location picker, you can draw rectangles where the mouse is, or in the locations you've picked, but this is too advanced for this tutorial, and you probably know how to do it if you know how to get to this point. So see you next time, guys, and thanks for watching.